Hello everybody and welcome to the Dead Unicorn. My name's Corey and we are playing Legend of the Five Rings. That's right everybody, it's Cyber Samurai Saturday! We'll work on that.
I think I did good.
Hey, there's also lag that's going to always screw with our timing.
That's
anyway.
right, I think so. Maybe this is just not going to happen.
I think I'm going to say it. I sounded hot as fuck, so deal with it.
We're playing Blood of the Lioness. It's the most current adventure for Legend of the Five Rings. We're almost done. We're done just in time for Rid of the Wilds to come out in a couple weeks in a brand new adventure, but we're not even going to do that. We're going to do something completely different maybe. You'll see. You'll see in the coming weeks. There'll be announcements. Hey, if you want to keep up with everything, we have a Patreon. And I want to thank all of the Patreon members scrolling in the upper right-hand corner. Thank you for supporting this channel. Now, we are going to introduce everybody. I think that's a good idea. My name's Corey. I host the channel, and I am playing Soshi Takaro. We also have... I'm going to start with Sasha. Sasha's playing Kitsuki Eriko.
Hello.
We have Matt playing Goseki no Matsutakeo. We have Crystal playing Ikoma Sayori. Tarek playing Seppen Kinjiro. And, of course, our game master, the James Master.
Oh, yeah.
So, bing, 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 bing. I just saw that. You can follow all of our roles and all of our little chats, too, in the little chat box over there. That's from our VTT. This is the official L5R VTT. I don't say that often. You can find it on Foundry, and it's free to play.
And it's really good. Really, really good. Love it.
So, a quick recap. We're at the Castle of the Swift Sword, or Swift Sword Castle, or however you want to call it. It's a lion castle. A whole bunch of different people. The Ikoma are here. The Kitsu are here. These are the families of the Lion Clan. And we have been tasked, all of us have been tasked to research this battle at Snow Plains. It's a historical battle. And there's some sketchy stuff going on in it. It appears that the truth has been covered up, and we have discovered the truth by time traveling and inhabiting the ancestors of our characters who were there at the battle. And now we have to figure out a way to present our findings to the investigators, the judges, what would you call these people?
There is the Imperial Emissary, the Unicorn Emissary, and the Scorpion Emissary.
Right, the judges.
And it is the Kitsu Daimyo who is going to be the judge.
Right.
AKA the Inquisitors.
And how it will work is we're all going to sit in these giant chairs that are all turned around. And when they don't like us, they'll hit the button and we'll be thrown off the reality show.
Is this copyrighted?
I don't know.
No, that's like an amalgamation of 3 different reality shows.
Oh, good to know.
Everybody
We can rip each one off equally.
Yeah. There'll be an immunity idol in a big pit, and we all have to like trudge through mud to get it.
Series, the Voice series, and this short-lived one that was a dating one where they'd line up 3 people, and the loser amongst the 3 fell through a hole into the floor.
Yeah.
Can we add in some sort of magical girl transformation for everyone? Because then I'm sold.
I want one.
That has nothing to do with any reality show. In fact, if you want the magical girl transformation wand, you're going to have to trudge through the pit filled with hissing cockroaches.
Well, I would really
Also known as
rather
a
die.
And then bake a cake.
I could do the second thing. Is that good enough? Oh, yes.
Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to put on a play. We're going to put on a epic poem and have a play going on while the poem is being read, depicting the events that we did while we were our ancestors. And we're hoping that this will sway the hearts and minds of the people of Rokugan, the people of the Lion Clan, the people of the Unicorn Clan. And then when we get to the actual presentation of our evidence, they'll be biased already towards wanting to agree with us.
Which is
Is
the
it-
genius plan that
That
we
was
are
just
going
about
to.
right.
Is it ethical to bias people before a trial or something like this? No, it's
What is
not. That's why
ethics?
this is my plan, the Scorpion.
I
I
don't
don't
see
see
anything
anything
wrong
wrong
Plus,
with
also,
it.
this is
writing
in
this
Rokugan.
doesn't even know
The trial.
that second part. Probably
This
not.
is in Rokugan, where it's only been maybe half a century since the investigation school that even considers evidence a necessary part of a court thing.
Exactly. Exactly.
For the
even
most part, it's
exist.
just
And that's one family. Most of Rokugan goes, well, 3 people said that this person did it, cut their head off.
Yeah.
oh, who's got more status? They must be the one who's right.
And being biased and prejudicial is like one half of the justice system. So let's do it.
Oh, you're a peasant and this is a lord? You lose.
Good luck sucking it up, sucker.
What really sucks is when the Lord is found guilty and then like his like lieutenant and stuff says, I will take the punishment for my lord, and then goes off and goes to
And then Lord
jail
does
or
the same shit again.
yeah. The Lord is fine. He's got retainers that take the punishment for him.
True.
In
Also,
this case,
Corey, I noticed something a little
I'm
funky
not
with
really
my
sure.
character sheet for Takeo. I mentioned in Discord that I want to upgrade my performance skill last week, and I noticed that I still have my experience points saved up, and I could have sworn I spent them last week.
It might have been that it got rebooted to the base.
Oh, yeah, I
We
should-
did mine too.
I should have spent my when everything got yeah, we had to roll back the VTT 1 week. So how many XP did we get last week? I forgot. 2?
Everybody got
1.
1 last week.
Yeah.
There was also the unawarded for the poems. Let me go scrolling back up on Discord to
It
find
was the
that.
3-2-1. It was Sasha got 3, Corey got 2, and Matt got 1.
That's right.
All right. Excellent. You know what? I have 13 saved XP. There's gonna be 2 games left. Let's spend these XP real quick. I'll get some performance
That's a lot
too.
of
That,
XP
it
to
might
save
not be
up.
2. This might be the final one too. So
Yeah.
definitely spend them
Yeah.
now.
You know what? I'm gonna get a
like,
void
I'm
ring
thinking about
instead.
it. I'm also like, I don't remember what I spent it for the second time too. Like if it was either fitness or something else.
That's all of the options.
Yeah, well, might as well brush up on my performance anyway, since this is going to be the last, or some of the last games that we're
Wait,
having.
are all of us participating in the performance?
Probably. I don't know.
An important question for me to ask, because if I have to perform, I should probably buy.
You don't have to perform if you don't want to.
Yeah, I think there's more than enough bards willing to participate.
Yeah.
Kanjiro could just be assisting with getting the right props into the right hands.
Yeah,
Shaking
you
the
can be the
snow,
stage
like with the
manager.
little seed.
No, I have the little metal thing, and I'm making the thunder noises.
A nice simple. Here you go.
And-
You can't screw that up.
And the
point
exactly,
to you
and
when
the
it's
one
time.
and the one roll that I get is tree number 2, because tree number 1 was more important to the plot. So,
Let's see, one more. Can I spend it?
All right.
on-
I got void and I got an extra rank of performance. That's how much XP I had banked up. So, and now I'm gonna check to see if I can actually level up.
I am nowhere near leveling up. I don't think.
I don't think I have 32 in this.
I have 13 out of 32 with all of my XP.
Oh, I have.
I could level up my fire, void, or air ring.
Yeah, I leveled up my fire.
that
I
help
leveled
me,
up
though?
my bond. I leveled up my. I
I'd
got
rather
two
put this to a skill.
techniques, and I increased my culture to 1, and I still have only spent 13 XP.
Oh, I have 20. I have 20 out of 32. That's what it says. I have 20 out of 32, so I can't rank up yet. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, I'm ready. Who else is upping their character? Would you like to talk about what you're doing with your character as you increase their experience points?
Me?
Yeah, sure. Talk about it.
Okay, my character is probably going to be spending some XP on some Shuji, because that's what I spent last week. I'm going back and redoing that. He is trying to become better equipped to handle what he's about to do, to discuss with his superiors what exactly happened, and he needs to make himself more capable of doing so in a realistic sense and have credibility while he does so. He's also extraordinarily honorable, so trying to do this to make himself more reliable will be interesting. He obviously needs to come off as knowledgeable and understanding what he is doing. So actually, I might even take a scholar skill here.
I hope we get Matt back. We lost him.
Yeah, lost his internet connection. I might, you know what? I might take a rank 2 in government and 1 rank in. What would it be for history? For knowing history?
Knowing history?
Maybe
Culture?
So then I'll take a 2 in culture then. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm
Yeah,
gonna take a
culture
rank
should
2 in
work.
culture.
What else? Scholar, culture, government, medicine. Yeah, it's culture, definitely. Culture tells you about history.
I'm taking another rank of culture. And then I have that many XP left. I'll learn. What's my skullduggery at?
I don't know what your skullduggery is at.
I already have a point in skullduggery, so I can't do that.
Wow, bad scorpion. Only one.
But yeah, exactly.
Well, he's
Well,
a Seppin now.
Not only am I a Seppin, I'm a Junshin. I had to learn skullduggery when I was born, and then they shunted me out of the clan because I was so bad at it. They were like, please marry this boy off somewhere where he's not going to be a problem. And Corey was like, done and done.
I'm a matchmaker.
Yeah, apparently
So
you
I'm
are.
gonna take a point in labor so that I can help create the environment for the performance. I think that'll make sense.
It's weird, yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like I got
Culture.
my brother-in-law married, I got my brother married, maybe I'll get Kitsuko married. I don't know. I don't know what's
Yeah, of course.
happening. It's just
It's
the
like
way
to stick your character's nose everywhere. Absolutely everywhere.
Sorry about that, guys. I have no
Well-
idea what the heck happened with my connection there.
Well, my character's goal is to make connections with other people's families to my own family, and one of the strongest connections is through marriage. And that's my duty. That is what I strive
his
to
duty.
do.
Yeah.
And that is why I'm so pleasant to be around. Yes, aren't I pleasant? Don't you just love me?
So pleasant. Yeah.
I'm very good at parties. Yes.
People love me when I show up at their parties.
I think we're ready to go. Are we ready to go, everybody? All right, James.
All right. The next morning arrives. You go to breakfast.
Absolutely giddy.
The word going around on the hall for breakfast is that the emissaries should arrive around noon, like right before lunch.
So they're gonna have dinner and a movie.
Yep, pretty much.
Dinner and a movie.
So that means that y'all have this morning to do whatever.
All
If
right.
you want to do more preparations, more rehearsal,
I
that's
think
up to you. If you want to just go fuck off somewhere, that's also an option.
I think we're gonna need Void for our upcoming.
Do you want to meditate, brother?
I think
Will you
a
finally
tea
participate in my
ceremony
meditation
is.
circle?
I think a tea ceremony is in order. I think a tea ceremony is in order. Wouldn't you?
Roku-kin goes, I'll go get one ready,
Ah.
and gets up and
see?
walks off.
We have a tea
Sure.
master. He can supply us the tea ceremony, and that will help center ourselves.
Of course. I have a
But you see him
particular kind of
stop
tea
as
that
he
I would
reaches
love.
the door
Yeah.
out of the out of the dining hall. Quickly whispers to a servant and then keeps going on his way. The servant walks over to you guys and goes, "Apologies from Asoko Sama. He wishes for you to meet him in the Garden of Virtuous Contemplations in 1 hour."
Perfect. Yeah,
Can do
tea
that.
ceremony
definitely
is like
willing
a,
to do
a
so.
ritual. It's an actual technique ritual.
Yeah.
And I was gonna go look to see if anybody had it, so I could go do it with them.
I almost took it, but
It's a,
Rokuken definitely has it. Tea is his passion. There's lots of things that are focused for him on it. So yeah. And he does have tea ceremony.
all right, excellent. Well, that's my plan. Anybody can join us if you want.
I will absolutely join.
I could perhaps.
Though I
use-
don't think it does what you think it does, Corey.
What does it do? Let's
It removes 3 strife.
it
believe if you
removes
spend
strife.
opportunity or something,
What
you can
gets you
grant
back-
a void point.
Void points.
Can remove fatigue. 2.
Your
If
disadvantages.
he gets 2 opportunity,
Opportunity.
he
Everyone gets
can
one point.
give 1 target. Each target of the ceremony gains a void point.
There it is. I knew it
There
could
it
do
is
that.
at the bottom of that.
We just need to roll well. We need good rolls. Just
Well,
like
considering it's a culture void thing, that means I'll be rolling 6 dice for Rokuken
excellent.
and keeping 3 of them.
Well, I'm sure he'll do just fine. Like any Italian restaurant, he'll have good rolls.
That sounds more like a barbecue restaurant.
I don't know. I'm just. Mwah. Good night, everyone.
I was thinking like sumos or benihana. Just like
Sorry, it's actually
boiling the tea and then,
perform.
like, mixing it in different like containers till it gets the right balance.
A delicious balance of.
Okay. Do we have anything to discuss at breakfast, or are we just gonna go to the tea ceremony?
Actually, sumo eat really well.
Yeah.
To be honest, they actually have really amazingly good dishes that they make themselves.
I bet they do, and they probably have their diet very well taken care of. Like,
Extraordinarily measured. Every single meal has to be specific intake amount.
mm-hmm.
They work their asses off all day.
I'm gonna open up this ritual here.
Well, most of them do. Some of them, like once you get to like, what is it called? The top level.
Oh,
of
wait.
Sumo.
There's two tea ceremonies. There's tea ceremony and formal tea ceremony. What does that do? Oh, 6 strife. If you succeed, each participant also gains a void point. The formal tea ceremony automatically gives you a void point, but it's a T and 5 to do. It's crazy hard.
Whereas this is just a TN2 and hope we get some good rolls on the opportunities. Yeah, that looks like what I want to be rolling.
Oh shit, that was an accident. Oh, that was not an accident.
That was not you. That was not you. Anyways,
Good roll.
I guess we're all in the garden now.
I guess.
Yeah, might as well assume that because I mean I intended to participate.
The garden.
Even though I am like I have a void point already, and I like my strife is nil. I just want to be where everyone else is.
All right.
I would
Everybody
love
gains
to-
a void.
Yeah, baby.
Hooray!
Even though I probably don't need it, but yeah, baby.
What's that? What's that third opportunity?
Reducing
for?
his own strife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had to take explosives with strife.
And an opportunity with strife to get there.
Well, I'm very happy that I now have 2 void points.
God damn it, this food is so good.
I have 3 again, which I will probably need.
And that's pretty much your morning, really.
Yep.
Because while it is not a full formal tea ceremony, it's still a full tea ceremony.
Time to get into costume.
Yes.
Oh, Kairiko would like to let Takaro know that she received a message from who she believes may be the individual that he was talking to her about, and that she sent one back.
You mean? Oh yeah, okay, Takaro. Not Keiko. Or Taki.
All right.
Yeah.
Takuro goes, "Ah, the start of blossoming love. It will make a fine story one day."
She gets like this faint little smile on her face and says, remind me, I think he compared Kairiko to light through a dead tree's branches.
Yeah.
Moonlight
Right?
specifically.
Moonlight through a dead tree's branches. She'd be like, he compared me to moonlight through a dead tree's branches. It was rather lovely.
If I overhear this conversation,
And there was the
amused
scribbled
by
out
it.
over parts that had more standard poetic comparisons.
Shall I compare thee to a rose?
No, do a dead tree.
To moonlight through a dead tree branch.
The first one he started with was something about a river and the way it flows. The second was a yellow flower, and he only got out the name of the flower before writing over it.
Aw.
He
I don't know
certainly
if anyone
does.
saw the other one that I wrote back because I did put it in the server last week.
He certainly does have a way with words. But be careful, the servants like to talk. And they sometimes can see these letters.
Who knows? Perhaps that's what they were intending to begin with.
I don't think Kairiko could see why anyone would take issue with what she wrote, so she'll just kind of tilt her head.
Okay, I'll get into costume or whatnot. I think I'm playing a part. I do believe.
Yeah, I believe most of you were planning on having parts in it.
Mm-hmm. So how are we gonna do this, James? What's the...
Well, first they arrive.
Ah.
And they arrive with the unicorn in front, which you can see outside the wall. The cohort for the unicorn peel off to either side to go set up a camp out in the field out there. And just the main emissary and a few servant types with him and courtiers come in, followed by a single palanquin that has 8 men carrying it and another 16 on around the outside. Every so often, one of them swaps out with somebody who's carrying on the palanquin, so it remains a perfectly smooth ride. And that palanquin has the Imperial Mons on it.
Mm-hmm. The Pelicans...
And they didn't bring a cohort with them. They were trusting to both the unicorn and scorpion to keep them safe.
The Pelican has ground lighting on it. You open it up, it's got like a 4K TV with like Apple Play and everything. It's
The one that
totally
comes down
tripped
from the
out.
ceiling.
And then the scorpion come in behind with their
bar.
cohorts peeling off to set up camp outside. And Corey, you have quite the shock when the scorpion dismounts from his horse and removes his helmet. Shorsoro Aishi
Shosoro Aishi.
is the spitting image of Shosoro Sosho or whatever it was, that you ran into in the
Interesting.
unicorn camp. This is the direct descendant of the main scorpion on that battlefield and looks the spitting image.
How do you spell his name?
Shosuro
Yeah, that's Shosuro. Yes.
and
Shoshiro.
Aishi.
A-I...
Aishi.
Aishi. Got it. Shosuro Aishi. It's like that old it's like what they do in television shows when they go back in time and see your ancestor, and it's the exact same actor just playing the ancestor.
Yeah.
Kinda. Exact spitting image.
That's okay. I have an exact spinning image right over there.
Yeah, look at us. We have such a good family resemblance.
And the unicorn is Ide Subame, who
Bummy.
doesn't have any familial connections to the Battle of Snow Plains, but hey, the Ide are the diplomats of the unicorns, so obviously one of them's being sent.
Obviously. Does he have a fur hat? Has he got a big furry hat?
He's not wearing a hat at the moment. It being a nice sunny day and gentle breeze blowing through.
Can I interrupt with just a small L5R story? So, back when L5R was owned by AEG, they put on Winter Courts every year, which was a play-by-post forum game that was official. And in it, all of the players got really obsessed with the Ide's fur hat, a specific Ide. Do you remember the Ide's name, Tarek?
I don't, but I remember this story.
But they...
I don't remember. He had a foreign name though.
Yeah, he had a really foreign name. And it got so out of control with the memes and stuff that they made an official L5R card just for his hat.
It was great.
So
All
you
right.
see them all arrive. Corey, you're the one who goes, "Oh," on seeing him, at least internally.
Have
So
to
you
keep
know
my
there's
own.
at least one person who is a direct descendant from there. And they're informed about the performance and that it would be immediately after lunch. So they go to eat. Then afterwards is the performance.
Excellent.
At
They're
some
each
point-
given a box on opposite sides, with the Imperial getting center balcony back, and Scorpion getting the left side of the stage, and the Unicorn getting the right.
Did we get any musical accompaniment? Did we get somebody with a...
There was a group of Ikoma bards that are playing in the pit.
Excellent. Oh, we need that shamisen.
Perfect. At some point before, like, the group would kind of like leave to go meet people or talk or anything like that. Kaidako would switch her mask from the cat mask to the one that she was given, and everyone would finally see like her face under the mask for the first time, and that it is like marred with a deep red burn scar that goes across her whole forehead, like nose, top of her cheeks, and sides of her face.
I will politely not mention it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And here's how we're going to do it. Sasha, you're going to roll the performance. It's a hidden TN.
Okay,
You get assistance from all of your companions.
amazing.
So that means you get 5 levels of assistance on this.
I also plan on using Fukuro Kujin's wit before the performance to help me keep some opportunity as well.
Okay. Also, anybody else who wants to spend void on her performance roll can.
I will spend void on her performance roll for sure.
I'll spend one on my own.
Now, I'm not quite sure how we make the dice roller work like that, but
You just get
No
to spend
idea.
mobile void.
I would like to do something special. I would like to cast False Realm of the Fox Spirit to turn the stage into the snow plains.
Amazing.
Ah.
And I also plan to align us with Tengoku.
okay, make
before
the
performance as
rolls
well.
that are needed for those illusions and such.
Perfect.
Yeah, except hers isn't an actual illusion. It's,
Yeah.
it's really getting the realms pulled together.
Let's see.
Oh, so good.
That's a lot of exploders. Also a lot of strife.
I can't keep all of this strife
Obviously.
because it'll backlash. 1, 2, 3.
Just one away from backlash.
I need 5 successes, and if I take another success, I get a backlash. I'm keeping 2 exploders. Let's see. Let's. Hopefully this will work. Ah, fuck. Well-
during the performance,
You can still
should
make it
use-
happen and just take the backlash.
Yep. I'm just gonna have to take the backlash.
So what page was that on in the main book again?
I don't know. Invocations. Looking in the table of contents. All right, I'm using one opportunity to make it last until end of scene. Apply strife.
No more air spells.
No more air spells for a while, for until the end of the performance,
Yeah,
which is
you should
fine.
Do some strife from the performance itself, because I
Okay,
have blessing of the days.
Okay, your spiritual backlash, because you're on air, I pick 2 additional characters in range who become targets for this spell.
Those are just suggestions.
I'm going to say that you basically lose some control over how cold and where the snow goes. So while the stage is the snow plains, the snow is also creeping out and affecting the audience directly.
Uh-oh.
And you yourself are feeling extremely cold.
That
As if you
actually
were
makes
back
sense.
on the snow plains without your armor.
That
Thing they're
that's
calm.
That just makes the performance more convincing.
that
Yeah,
is
it's a good thing they're calm too.
that is a definite backlash to
Particularly
actually like I didn't.
relaxed.
It was just supposed to be visual, and suddenly it's like
Actual
everything.
cold, actual snow affecting you primarily, but some of that snow is affecting the audience too.
Sasha, your character needs to warn the audience that the first 3 rows are in the splash zone.
Oh, those poor Ikoma bards that got front no, not the Ikoma bards, the
Matsu and Akodo. Yeah.
Matsu, Kitsu,
I hope
and
you all brought
Akodo
your
that
blankets.
got the front row.
They'll tough it out.
Okay. We had to be wet in that real snow.
Well, we walked out of a river. Remember when you portaled us?
Well, it's a good thing that they should still feel an overwhelming feeling of peace and calm and be very relaxed. So hopefully the chill won't bother them too much.
Yeah, they'll be relaxed up until the point where their balls shrivel up and shrink into their body. And I'm talking about the Matsu women specifically.
Well, bringing Tengoku closer adds to the orchestra pit, which counteracts them shivering and being cold.
Wonderful.
So let's go on to that performance roll. And
Okay.
Oh yeah, we can just increase the black dice for each void that another person is spending on your performance. So we already got Tarek doing it. Is anyone else spending a void there?
I'm not.
I
Oh,
will.
I forgot. I also have to make a TN1 fire check for my Fukuro Kunjun's Wit, so I'm going to do that real quick. But
Corey, I
I
saw
don't
you shake your head, so that's a no from you because I didn't actually hear you. Okay. And Matt, was that a okay? That's a no there. So it's just Crystal and Tarek adding, so that's 2 extra void on top of any void you want to spend yourself.
all right, so 2
Plus, you get the
void.
5 assistants.
Okay, Tarek is going to have to come over here and help me roll this.
Okay, so pick up the dice roller.
Performance.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Perfect.
TN is hidden.
Hidden.
Which
I
means
think I
you get
would
that
like
free
to
void
do
point.
Probably a void performance because that does enlighten.
It's probably the TN is probably the vigilance of the highest person in the audience, which is, since we have like high muckety mucks, might be like 4 or 5.
Okay.
Possibly 6.
It might be 6.
Could be.
That said, also, lots of opportunity will make the play like probably spectacular and like opportunities for flair and
You could spend opportunity on control to specifically make it more like the Rite of Paul Revere kind of thing and get it spreading that much faster and accepted as truth by the
Who else
audience.
was spending a void for this? Tarek's
You
helping me
got
set up this roll
Crystal
right now.
and Tarek.
Okay, so do I increase my ring one more time? Okay. And then we have assistance from everybody.
Yep. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4 assistants.
So 4 assistants,
Mhm.
ring 6, spend a void, hide TN. Cool. All good?
Launch the.
oh, that's beautiful. Look at all those dice.
Oh,
Lots of
there's-
exploders.
Yeah, we're taking all
Lots of
this.
opportunity too. And you get to keep 6 of them.
I also have Fukuro Kunjun's Wit. Remind me what that does.
I believe it allows you to re-roll 2 dice, but let me check.
That's what I'm thinking too.
An extra one, I think. Past what I can normally keep.
Fukarukujin. Blessing. When performing checks which the blessing of this
We
bonus,
need to keep exploders first.
you
right?
may you first you are the re-rolls. So if Fukarukujin's blessing works for this, you'll be able to re-roll 2 of your dice. Which blank ones are the ones you should be re-rolling.
Yeah.
Especially skill dice. Skill dice have more faces that can offer you, well, more.
Good
So
stuff.
you're gonna move 2 dice into the re-roll area, and then you're gonna click roll again, and then you're gonna start keeping dice.
And we want to keep like the extra opportunity. We're not done though, right?
Yep. Don't keep dice yet.
Okay.
Re-roll
I
dice.
think
She doesn't get to reroll. She doesn't have Fuguru Fujin's blessing. She has
Fukuro Kunjun's Wit.
keep 1 extra die, like swap out a die that has opportunity.
It basically lets me keep an extra opportunity with Strife if we want a bunch of opportunity, which I feel like we do here. Yeah. Well, did we hit 10?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
We can take that one. Yeah.
That's all your dice. Now
Yeah.
for the final lines. Now you get to keep out of these dice. You're gonna want to do this one.
Okay, but I need to make sure I don't Strife out.
Okay, how much stripe do you take?
I can take 9. Wait, what happens if I hit at my composure? Maybe I can only keep 8.
You can go to your composure.
I can go to my composure, so then I
Yes.
can keep 9.
Don't strife
I
out.
don't want to go over it, or I'm gonna fall asleep. That's really bad.
7, 8. So that's 8 stripe that you're gonna keep.
Or you didn't count wrong?
1, 2, 3, 4.
I see 7 strife.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. I see. If you keep
I
this,
see 8.
if you keep this next one, don't keep this one.
Don't keep that one. No, don't keep that one. We have enough opportunity.
And remember, you can use at least one of your kept opportunities to negate 2 strife.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
But why do that when you can just use it for all of the other good stuff?
Not to strife out.
9 successes.
Give me all that strife,
9
baby.
total successes.
And 5 opportunity.
And you blew it out of the water. Oh no, the TN was actually 10. You failed.
I was thinking the highest we'd be going is 6, as that would be the Imperial Magistrate's vigilance.
So I want to ask if there is anything specific I can spend my opportunity on that is scene specific here. Otherwise, I might just put that.
Like I
into...
said, you can spend 2 on control to make the reality accepted more and the truth behind the play accepted as truth.
Okay, definitely doing that.
I also would say you could spend well, that actually would be the information aspect. Control would be making it so that the effects end up richer than expected, like the fake arm actually looks like real with splatting blood and flying and things like that, where you can enhance the visual effects, or you could enhance audio effects. Just basically pick an aspect and tell me how you want to enhance it. Take 2 opportunity to do it.
Both of those actually sound perfect. So enhancing the performance itself and enhancing how well people are taking that
Accepting
information in sounds perfect. And that leaves me with one
Well,
opportunity, which I'll
plus
throw in
also
bank.
the 3 bonus successes. If you were inside the Imperial Magistrate's head right now, he's only here specifically that if no agreement between the Unicorn and Scorpion can be reached, he's to go after 2 days. Okay, then in that case, the mine is the Imperials.
Oh, please spend.
And he's now going, I'm kind of thinking it should be given to the Scorpion because of that contract, but the Lion really got screwed. Maybe it should go to them.
You should definitely spend that last opportunity to make sure that any unicorn rabble rousers do not rabble rouse.
Can I do that?
Oh, Seely, that's what I wanted
Well,
to spend my time on in the thing is going through and making sure, because I was the one who had the vision that they were going to rabble rouse. So that's what my character's going to do, is basically act as like an usher and usher people out if they start making too much trouble.
Well, when it gets to the point of the arm being cut off and everything else happening, and Kage making him look kind of a buffoon during that point, the unicorn emissary stands up, looks like he's about to say something, and just starts coughing and shaking because of the cold, grabs his cloak, wraps it around himself, and goes, I thought it was summer here.
Who's
And sits
Kage?
back down.
There was a Kage, but I don't remember who they were in the past.
Wasn't it?
No. There was a Kitsuki Kage who is the guy.
But
who
you
is
said
actually
Kage
being
cut his arm
thrown
off. Are you thinking of
No,
Teruma
I'm
Kage.
referring to Ikoma Kage playing
the unicorn?
Shinso.
Oh, okay.
Shinjo.
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
I was also trying to make a joke earlier about how the arm would look so convincing. It's like, wow, the tomato juice looks super convincing. Splat all over the
out of-
audience.
Or out of
Tomato
Katiko's private
juice.
collection, a real arm.
No one needs to know. No one needs to know. That's what the last opportunity is spent on. No one needs to know.
Do we want to recite our poems? Because we wrote them. We should say this is the time to recite
I
them
know
to the
Sasha
public.
modified mine, so I don't remember the modification.
It's just put into there, but I think it's still pinned, or you could probably find it in the channel.
Yep, just go backwards in the channel.
Which, how much you guys love to chit chat on the channel? It's gonna
I know
take
it's all
forever.
buried now.
You can search,
There you go.
I refuse to. I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't
Mr. Crybaby.
There you go. There's Katiko's poem.
Thank you, James.
So, Kiriko, so Sasha should start out with hers, and I'll read mine next when I find it.
And then Matt.
I really don't want to.
Do it. We believe in you.
Role
You
play.
just got 9 successes on performance. You're doing great. Go for it. It's just reading, and you're muted.
I don't like being put on the spot hardcore, so I'm hella embarrassed. Just gonna hang
Alas, widowed icy land, torn by demise. Shall I start?
here. Do it.
Go for it.
Your lines are in there too, so it's very good.
Okay.
Start from gentle music so that the audience gets everything.
Okay. Gentle music. Singing begins slowly and drawn out. Alas, widowed icy land. I'm not gonna sing it, I'm just gonna, perform it.
Yeah.
Torn by demise. Obsessive greed sparked cruel. Right. Sorry, some of the lines are a little iffy here. Music becomes more intense. Scheming and plotting in rightful ground. Calamity drawn upon them. Searching for sacrifice. Music grows louder and more epic. Looking death in the eyes as she bravely defied. Ties were broken as they went. Into the mount's snowy breadth. Music slows and becomes mournful. The lion returned to her home. Soot and ash scattered alone. Leaving humans' realm behind on Unicorn's mountain high. Music quiets, then in a normal speaking tone. Thus does the lion's tale truly end, but today a new one I have to append. Speaking tone gradually shifts to song, which I'm not gonna do. Which I shall now tell if you would attend. Swords and spear cut through twilight. For the truth she lost her life. With crimson sword and fiery brand, to face raging tides they stand. Music slows and shifts to speaking tone. The lion soon returned, and at once she was spurned. Mortal ties now gone, she turned and left alone. But to those who know her heart, there the truth stands, still apart. And that's the end of the poem. Oh, and Takeo would like to add, end of poem.
That's not the end of the poem. There's more. To
Well,
it.
I mean,
There's
yeah, that's
more
all I see
words
on the chat.
on the parchment. Yeah, I'll read mine. What I wrote. It kind of overlaps what Sasha kind of wrote there. So, a truce is struck. A higher power must be appeased. All battles, all struggles become irrelevant. Heaven has spoken, and it demands its truth. The wildflower will not yield. It has lost much. It howls in pain. It has lost blood, lost brothers, made deals with shadows. The light of heaven is not enough. Only the light of his own pride as he points his blade towards the sunflower. The spirits are invoked, steel is drawn. The sunflower is plucked. The wildflower will now accept the sun's kiss. The plains are hailed as winners. The pride gain land. The shadows reap the reward. And heaven journals its truth. I'm sorry, it should be, and heaven journals its truth. Thank you. It's as if I'm like a person who speaks for a living.
Yeah, I don't do that. Don't hate me.
Oh no, you shall be hated. Here you go. Here's some hatred.
Kitsuki Kage, after the performance, declares that she is going to need the night because of the beauty and power of that performance before she can settle herself to properly judge. And will judge in the morning. Sets a specific time for everybody to meet in the daimyo's chambers, and says to go ahead and bring the evidence that you have found then.
All right.
And anyone you are bringing to speak on your behalf as well.
I will begin offering invites to everybody to go down to the castle town to a sake bar for an after party.
Oh, yes. You can't not have a cast party.
Exactly.
Especially
The
after
first-
such a convincing
The
performance.
first sake bar you mentioned, one of the Ikoma goes, no. We've been kicked out of that one.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
it's
Well,
enough to drink.
We can't go. Yeah, of course you can. Come on. You're an adult because you passed your Genpuku.
The one
Fair
over
enough.
around the
Who
side
cares
of the
that I'm
castle
11?
near the river. That's the good one. It's actually 3 stories, but they don't kick us out.
all right. Off we go. It sounds wonderful. Let's go drink.
So 30 Ikoma bards and you 5 go out to a sake bar, bringing a 13-year-old with you.
Yeah,
11,
she's
I
an
think.
adult.
She's
Excuse
a
me,
grown
an
up.
adult.
She does adult things, okay?
She
We all
passed her
decided.
Genpuku and she does. Yeah, she passed her Genpuku and she does exorcism for a living. She
We-
deserves to drink.
We've all decided as a
watch-
society
I'll
that
watch
she's
out.
an
Deals
adult.
with spirits, she can drink
Silently.
spirits.
Exactly.
If you're old enough to commune with spirits, you can drink them.
Yeah. I don't think she's even 13. I think I wrote her as being like 10 or 11 years old, so it kind of makes it better.
Well, you got Matsu watching out for you. So if anyone tries anything funny, or if you're drinking a little too much, it's like, hey, you might want to slow down.
If you can dodge a ball, you can dodge a hangover.
You also saw this 10-year-old absolutely murder someone. Literally.
Oh,
This is a
several
reminder.
someones.
Yeah, a few
Bill,
people.
you have to respect some boundaries.
And then I healed them.
I'm sad that Rip Torn is gone.
Yeah, I agree.
We're not going to get any more great performances from that guy anymore. All we can do is relive his superb acting.
So that scene ended. Let me see here. End of scene. There we go. Clicking that.
Everyone
Boom.
loses all of their strife because of me pulling the spiritual realm closer.
Oh yeah, you did that.
So all of that strife that I just earned is now gone.
Yeah.
You're probably tipsy beyond belief.
And I still have one void. I still have one void in reserve for the actual presentation.
Everybody who's actually drinking at the sake bar, give me fitness checks.
Woo!
Got it.
Let's go.
TN2, unless you're using Earth. But I'm not telling you if it's up or down until you tell me you are using Earth.
I'll use Earth.
Earth.
Cut me too.
I'll use void.
My 2 options were for Earth or Void, and I'm gonna go with Earth just because.
I mean, I
Stefan
would have picked
Kenjiro
Earth
is an
anyway
earthy
because it's
person.
for withstanding.
Is Katako drinking?
She'll have. I feel like just a little bit, just to try it.
Okay, still want the roll from you then.
Scoop.
Okay. Hidden
Just
TN
scooshy
night?
bit.
Well, it's gonna be 2, except for Earth.
Unless,
Who's
No.
this for?
are you using Earth?
I don't know what's most appropriate here.
Just choose whichever one that you feel most. Katako would be most.
Whatever, we're doing Earth.
She's
know what,
gonna
let's go with
trick the
water.
booze
Let's go
into
with
not
water.
entering her
For
Okay,
bloodstream.
Corey, you're the only one that stays on TN2. Everybody else, it's TN1 because you're being stoic and enduring the alcohol.
This isn't a conflict scene, is it? This is a regular. This is just like a.
This is a party scene, and this is to see how drunk you get.
Okay,
I fail.
I'm
James,
so there's no. So I'm not
I
drinking.
decided to try water this
So there's no void stance. I still have to take my
Water
strife,
is
is what
still
I'm
a two.
asking.
Yeah.
Roll privately for some reason.
Good thing I
Woo!
picked Earth because I only got 1 success.
Also, Kenjiro is probably going to be drinking heavily because he is a drug addict. So
Do you want
That's
to
valid.
automatically increase your TN to 2 then?
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
So
Exactly what I'm gonna do.
Let's see.
I accidentally rolled privately, but I think James can see, and I failed. I got 2
Yep.
opportunity.
Well, I would
It's okay.
be able to see once the rolling stops.
All right, I'm trying to think of what to do with my opportunity.
Makes sense that a first-time
right
drinker
now.
would be a lightweight.
Kenjiro drinks
Now
like a
I'm-
champ, like a fucking champ.
All right, so you got 2 opportunity, Katiko. What would you like to use those 2 opportunity on before you pass out after your first little bottle?
Amazing. The first time Kaedeko experiences her cognitive lapse, and it's after a drink of sake.
Look, you can tell how a scorpion holds his liquor by which part of his face he puts his mask on. If he's got his mask up here, he's barfing.
So, Sasha, what do you want to use the 2 opportunity on?
I think I'd like to use that 2 opportunity to like tug on the shoulder, like on the like clothes of whoever is nearest to me, and be like, I don't feel so good. Bonk.
Aw.
Well, that's just role playing your passing
okay.
out aspect. What do you want the 2
Amazing.
opportunity to be?
Mm-hmm. I don't remember what the fancy opportunity list is. Let's see.
There's information for 2.
Information. I have no idea. Oh, I don't think this is the right opportunity list. I am not able to see the old one, and I'm able to see some new opportunity list that I think is for the next game.
Oh,
I don't know how to find it because it's not there.
It's
there
under
should
Player's
be-
Journal.
Yeah.
Whack.
It's on a little scroll icon. It's not in the compendium.
To your left, to your right. You see where it says Player's Journal? Right there.
Okay.
So really here, support and information are really
Would
the
really
only
the only
2 I
two.
see on it that really make sense to me.
Okay. Yeah, let's do information.
Okay. One of the Ikoma bards you end up in a conversation with about apparently in the in a sea cave on the coast, fairly nearby but outside of Lionlands, a Gaijin spirit beast has taken up residence in one of the caves. It's not aggressive to anybody, but it is very weird looking, and nobody can understand anything coming out of its mouth. It has red ribbon antlers, a fox-like head with longer white fur, and a black mane running down from its head to the middle of its back. Everything else is white fur. It is very wide shoulder, has scale plating under its chin and over its chest, needle-like teeth in multiple rows, 1 blue eye, 1 gold eye, and 3 cat-like tails. And the main body is a quadrupedal with the front just being like Pitbull Jack style build, with the back being more of a greyhound build. And a kind of longish neck.
Hey.
It's utterly bizarre and completely foreign, and also depending upon which bard is telling the story,
Looks different.
it has hands that are either like this or like this, and you figure out right before passing out, it's a matter of whether the bard telling it counts the thumb as a finger or not, because it's a 3-fingered critter.
Interesting.
It's got Ninja Turtle hands.
Yes, it does.
Either
And you said
this
it was in
way
a cave near the coast.
or this way. And in a cave on the coast. It's not bothering anybody, so they're not calling for Shugenja or anything.
Right.
So far it seems to just be holing up in that cave and occasionally coming out and eating some fish it catches itself. It's actively avoiding the fishermen.
Okay. Good to know.
As usual.
And the one time somebody went into the cave, it tried talking to them, realized it didn't understand it, grabbed the person by the back of the collar, flew back over to the village, and dropped them in the ocean at a safe distance from shore, and then just went back to their cave.
Yeah, we're gonna We're gonna walk up to the cave. There's gonna be a mist in front of it. We go through it. A little boss bar appears.
Oh no.
This keeps going right off the side of the screen.
I think
The bezel on the side of your monitor shatters as the boss bar keeps going.
Might need 9 successes then.
Dark Souls music starts playing.
So that would be dealing with Katiko right before she drank one little bottle, like this big a bottle, like
And then
maybe 2 cups total, and she's now out.
We all realize why there was a bonfire right outside the cave.
there's just like anyone who's not looking at Kaitiko hears like a bell jingle and then thunk.
Corey, Tokoro, remain sober even though you're drinking as much as you want to. Oh, it's because you're doing it void, it's more turning internal and more meditative, so you're getting a little quieter or not really doing much.
What do you mean?
And
I'm just
the lip
enjoying.
reading you're doing as you're just kind of sitting there enjoying the moment.
Yeah,
It's all kind of blurring together.
I'm enjoying being present, having fun, and enjoying this nice buzz that I have. It's all like one kind of thing. It's very zen. It's very
Yep.
nice.
It-
It's a good party.
It's a very nice meditative drunk state.
It's a good party.
Sayuri, you're kind of the same, except instead of just going into a meditative, you just really don't seem to change no matter how much you drink. And you're still just being your usual, slightly thinking but more just being person, and holding conversations with people around you and no real problems the entire night.
The
Matt?
goal is to have fun.
Matt,
So with those 2 opportunities, I'll
you can use those for anything you like.
Information.
Since you went water, you're actually circulating through the party and meeting with different groups and getting them to go to different tables and just kind of mix matching people as you're going.
Sounds
And
fun.
what would you like to use the 2 opportunity for?
Okay, I was thinking about information. Yeah, let's I'll still go with information that's relevant to my thing, and of course my cat knocks off my webcam.
Okay.
You hear that same rumor about a spirit beast, a foreign spirit beast, going into a sea cave on the shore, but the description you get is a little different. Instead of 3 cat-like tails, it's got 9, and the antlers are replaced with multiple rows of horns. The finger count remains the same for you. The plating remains the same. The mane of hair, the white fur, the fox-like head, all of the rest remains the same. But instead, it's got a lot more tails and little horns in rows on its skull.
Interesting.
And still has the one blue eye, one gold eye that glow. And Kanjiro rolled meditation, not fitness. So I guess
I did?
Yeah.
Hold on. That was an accident. It's just actually, it's the same roll. It's two for fitness and 2 for.
So we'll go with what it says. But
I don't know why it clicked meditation though, because I clicked fitness. Anyway,
So apparently you did this more as a meditation exercise, and it worked for you, obviously.
well, I was gonna
So
say
you
you might
are-
want to hear what I want to spend my opportunity on first, because I'm gonna try to spend my 2 opportunity to convince people to join a drinking competition with me.
Well, considering your character's background and your disads and things like that, that is kind of meditative for you. You're getting recentered by getting drunk.
Exactly. I'm recentering,
Unlike
especially
the
because
the poppy tea or smoking it, this is a different one where you're able to be more chatty with people.
exactly, and I'm channeling my Ikoma ancestor at that point, just like being social and like trying to increase the level of competition and friendliness and gameplay, and that's what he's looking at.
If you're allowing him to take over your mouth on occasion, then yeah, You find he's definitely got the advantage playfulness.
Yeah.
Because he
That's
keeps
awesome.
making these little remarks that if you took it the wrong way would be an insult, but you'd have to be a dick to take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's the same
love it.
advantage my soon-to-be future character is going to have. Cool.
And that's pretty much how you guys go through this party for the night. And the Akoma do want it to go a long time. Eventually, because Matt said he would watch out for Keitako, after the whole circulating, making sure everybody's having a great time attitude he's doing and flirting with a few different people, looks over and sees her passed the fuck out, just goes over and puts her piggyback on his back and continues circulating. Nobody's going to mess with her if she's on your back.
This is true.
I don't know why, but I imagine that at some point Kinjiro
Does that like help him with the ladies? Like carrying a cute kid around?
No,
no,
because
because
but he is also married, so he can't do more than flirt.
No. It is not helping him with the ladies because she's drunk. She's a 12-year-old. He's obviously irresponsible because he let the little kid get drunk.
Oh, they don't know that.
One of those that kind of cute kid, but she's drunk.
Maybe
This is my little
his,
sister.
yeah,
But
maybe
she's
he's letting his
also a
little
full
sister get
adult.
hammered. Yeah. Wait, isn't she the one who exorcised my husband from our property the other year?
No. She was the one who talked to our grandmother about where she buried the silver.
Oh, I love this chick. She's funny.
I actually found the silver too.
She had grandma rolling.
Literally rolling in the grave.
I don't know why, but I imagine at some point Kinjiro looks over and then grabs the little cat spirit from Keitako and starts playing with it, and everybody just looking at him like playing with a
Empty space.
Nothing.
Exactly, a nothing space where he's just like, oh, what a cute little cat. Oh, she's so adorable.
Somebody takes your sake cup, sniffs it,
Yeah.
and goes, "You're not supposed to put poppy in sake. It's a bad combo."
You don't want to get crossfaded, man. You don't want to do it. Very true.
And at around midnight, it turns out this sake bar has a tradition of their final cup being done from the rooftop and the final dregs being swung at a gong at the front. And whoever can make the gong ring gets a bottle to take home with them.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
That sounds
cool.
fun.
What?
There are a lot of Ikoma that have done this a lot, and you see a lot of bottles of sake already prepared to be passed out. You even, Matt, you even overhear the owner or muttering, "I'm glad they only come once a month. They're great business, but damn, do they take a lot."
They drink us out of our entire fucking collection.
I'll probably pass them a good chunk of boo, to compensate.
They go, "Oh, no, sir. We send the bill to the castle. It's fine. We'll be fine."
Yeah.
All right.
The
They
Ikoma
always
like
pay.
doing
The
this.
Ikoma always pay.
Trust me, the Ikoma
No
love-
deadbeats get to stay in here.
Yeah,
All right.
the Ikoma family loves drinking, so they probably have a standing tab here. I would not doubt it.
And that's part of the reason why the Ikoma bards only come once a month. They have to wait for their allowances to arrive to pay off the back tab so they can show up again.
Exactly.
And you were just soaking up the attention, Figaro.
So, I believe, let's see, what skill would be good for that?
I don't understand what the contest is.
You have to go outside, get a shot poured out of the ceiling down to you.
No,
and then-
everybody goes up to the top and has their cup. They take their drink, and what's left in it, they swirl and fling, not the cup, just the dregs out of the cup, and try to make a gong out in the
Oh.
yard ring.
So it could be
Martial arts
either
ranged.
games, performance, or fitness.
I would say
I don't think
games
so.
are martial arts ranged.
This is
Yeah.
This
Those
is
all
mostly
sound good to me.
games.
this is an old Greek game. Yeah, I know where you got
You
this
would accept
from.
fitness? Hell yeah.
I know my history.
Yes, but this one's a bit simpler than that one.
Yep.
That one, it was a cup that was spinning and moving on top of a fountain that you had to get to ring by getting your dregs in the cup.
Mm-hmm. You had to get it in the cup.
So if I made it an earth roll, would that change to the TN, or would the TN still be?
You can't ask that
What skill?
question.
Fitness.
Okay, you're going with fitness, and earth is to withstand off of fitness.
So okay, maybe not withstand, but let's go with shifting a bit. So I'll go with water instead.
Okay.
Because I got flow with the alcohol, you know.
Fitness is a 3 normally, but water will make it a 2.
Okay. Booyah.
I think you're going to get it.
Well, I'll take the extra strife. I might as well eat it. But with the opportunity, you know what? I'll take the opportunity just to give that a bit of extra flair.
Okay. In that case, you do the flick without a lot of delicacy or anything like that because you're using fitness rather than something else.
Mm-hmm.
But it is hand-eye coordination, and you zing it, and it hits dead center, making a solid ring. They hand you a bottle of sake and then go, get out.
Thank you. And he happily jaunts away with it, with Kayako still snoring at his back.
So let's say Kenjiro's next.
I'm sending you a message real quick.
Who?
Okay. Then we'll ask if Corey wants to do it.
Sure, I'll give it. Oh, of course.
What skill are you using and what
Takaro.
ring?
I'm using, let's see here. I will use games, as this is a game.
Okay.
And I will be tricky in it. Maybe I'll put a little extra in my cup. Sleight of hand something in there to make it ring even louder and harder.
Oh my fucking god. James.
The twins think alike.
Oh god damn it.
You really are
Literally,
Scorpion
his
brothers.
message popped up right before you
Literally-
started saying that.
Literally thought of the exact same thing I thought of.
That's
Okay.
I
amazing.
sent him
To answer both of
private
you-
message.
Ooh, it's use skullduggery to hide the pebble in the cup.
Okay, skullduggery. I got a bunch of that.
Yeah.
Skullduggery air.
I sent him a private message asking if I could take a pebble from the ground floor and then skullduggery to toss it into the cup and then use that to make the gong ring louder so that I would seem the best at it.
The brothers, they really are
We had
related.
literal mind link at that point. That was fucking genius.
Well, I
That is
guess
so
I
So
can't
you want me to make a
say it
skullduggery
now.
roll? The TN is probably equal to the highest vigilance of everybody, minus one because they're drunk.
Or more in some cases, depending upon how drunk.
Do you want to tell me the
But
difficulty?
the
or-
person that you're worried about is the person overseeing the competition.
Right. So,
And their vigil is 3.
okay.
Okay,
Vigilance.
so difficulty 3. All right.
For
Skullduggery.
yes.
Yeah, this is my skullduggery check. My brother is skilled at this, so I'm taking assistance from him.
Of course.
Right, because you can do that.
Yeah, I can do that.
Hey, I gotta.
I'll
I
be
made
right
it and then some.
All right. Takoro definitely gets that pebble in without anybody really noticing.
Yeah, I do not. I don't think.
But you gain a lot of opportunity. You kind of go to put it in the cup and end up with it under your thumb when you do the fling.
Oh, Ah, damn it. Okay, I'll do.
So
the
you'll
flank.
still get the regular toss, but it's just your drags, not the pebble.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay, here I go.
So,
Here I
And
go.
what would you like to use those 2 opportunity you just got from the skullduggery?
for, I think I'm gonna do it for. I'm gonna do it because I don't know what my brother's doing necessarily. I'm gonna use the 2 opportunities to give him support on the actual toss check.
Aw, that's
Okay.
so nice.
All right. And we'll have Kenjiro do his roll for the toss first. What skill are you using? Fitness, martial arts range, games?
Fitness fire.
Okay. As I said for Matt, that's a 3 for using fitness, and fire doesn't really lend itself to accuracy, so it remains 3.
Okay.
So you're kind of doing it quick and fast. And I know, Corey,
Maybe.
this entire night you've been making it look like one of your tentacles is doing the actual drinking.
Like,
I miss, but I will use my 2 opportunities to make it seem like you know what? I'm gonna just use it for more information.
You're with Kaito's spiritual protector. Could the cat ring the gong for you?
It
She's
could,
unconscious, so I don't know what kind
could
of trouble it's gonna get
technically.
into.
but it also doesn't want to get that far away from you. So that would definitely require
Maybe some sort of check
cat.
from Kenjiro.
I'm going to go with what is your sentiment and what is your theology?
My sentiment and theology are both 1.
Okay, then choose whichever one of them you wish to use.
I use theology.
Okay, dealing with a spirit using theology to commune with said spirit to try and cheat at a drinking game.
Yep. And I'm also obviously using void to sense off my spirit friend here.
Okay, it's a hidden target.
Oh, and my brother is a Shugenja, so I'm gonna get assistance from him. And
Very nice.
nice. The spirit might actually come through.
The first time I use him this whole campaign, and it's for him to win a drinking contest.
Okay, basically you start scritching under the chin. This is part of the reason why you failed to get the pebble into the cup.
Because I was like drunkenly playing with a cat that's not there. Just
And
like
you
this.
swirl the cup in such a way that the cat is starting to go. And then when you fling, it just leaps right after it and hits the gong itself. And the gong has a very weird ring as a result because it's
A
the
cat paw?
echo of an impact rather than the impact itself. So it's the without the brr first. Because normally it's it's just that which it's
I
like
love it.
you know what? Take a bottle and go. Just take a bottle and go.
Very kind of you, sir.
And Corey,
give
you
me a
did
second.
get the pebble in the cup. Now you got to hit the target.
Okay.
Fitness, martial arts, games.
Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm using games, air, because I'm tricking people, obviously.
TN1.
TN1, well, that's sure.
You've got a pebble in your cup.
I'll take 1.
Hey, you actually managed to put it in. It makes so much sense though that Kenjiro would fuck it up because he's a terrible scorpion and his brother wouldn't. It works so perfectly.
Okay. I I got my TN of 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm spending 3 opportunity to make it the loudest gong ever.
Okay, the pebble hits it.
Oh,
The gong makes a very loud noise, and then the little leather straps holding it up both snap and thump, thump.
Cat runs
And a
away.
servant comes running out and starts tying it back up for the next person, and they hand you a bottle. And if the 3 brothers now compare the labels on their bottles, they are different bottles. They are different kinds of sake.
Yeah, Takeo has like a nice moderate bottle of sake. Kinjiro has a knockoff bottle of sake, and Corey's character has like a really fine bottle of sake, but that's written on the bottom. How did you knock this gong over?
Please don't come back.
Yeah.
It is top shelf for Corey. Actually, in Kenjiro's case, it's not that it is an knockoff. It's that it is a sparkling instead.
Oh, nice. That's
Odd.
so appropriate.
What be Takeo's?
Takeo's is a bottom barrel basic.
Just like
Wow,
the
even
rest
though
of
I
the
did
line.
such a great job. Ouch.
You did a great job, but it was just a basic hit.
Yeah.
so who's next?
Dead center, but basic.
That leaves me. Unless
They both had
Kaideko
pebbles,
wakes
but
up.
they did different things and got different effects, and different things happened with the gong as a result, so they got different bottles. Sparkling sake is given to anybody that they're able to figure out something involving the spirits happened. Not that they cheated. We're not claiming that. No. But something involving the spirits happened. So here, have a sparkling bottle.
Yeah, how are you gonna claim that they cheated? Good luck.
Good luck getting more patrons.
And Corey got the top end because of hard hit. The leather straps are very thin. They are intended to get broken with a hard enough drag hit.
Okay.
So what's the
Cool.
snaps if they get good enough.
And Sayuri,
Well, since you guys already did the skullduggery method, it would sound like, I don't want to be copying you.
Copycat.
So I'm just going to use martial arts ranged.
okay.
Water to
Okay, TN2.
to make my aim good.
Nope. You got it.
Ooh. I'm using the opportunity to remove the strife. So. There we go, 2 successes.
Alrighty, and are you using the one opportunity to negate the 2 strife?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Your hit actually, you see, it doesn't hit directly on the gong. It instead snaps one of the straps, swings the gong over so that it rings itself against the side, and then snaps the other strap and falls off. And you get yet another different bottle of sake. In your case, you're actually given one that has a bit of dust on it and appears to have traveled from Phoenix lands. And they actually tell you this one is supposed to be paired with spicy food.
Oh, excellent.
Takeo's slightly disappointed. It's like, oh, I would love that.
And then you go back to the castle and
Where's-
all back to their various places to sleep.
Where's Kitiko? Is
What do
she?
you mean? I'm
I
already
took Kay to go
there.
in, and give her a pat on the head, and just leave.
Dead to the world. Dead to the world.
Okay, I'm gonna do something about this Kitiko situation. Cause like we can't leave her here, but we can't like trudge her Like we can't like walk her out holding her and stuff. That is improper.
So like it's a weekend at Bernie's situation.
We could definitely carry her between two people.
We could.
Like one person on each arm.
That would
feet
still,
dragging
that would
on the
still
ground.
accomplish. That would still
No, no,
accomplish the same thing.
she's-
It would still make her seem like she can't hold her own liquor.
Exactly. We
and
cannot do
can't
this.
hold it in
Whoever-
public.
Whoever you, if you, besides, two people carrying her, her feet come to your knees.
We need to save her honor and her face, and that is the correct and proper thing to do. So,
After peer pressuring me into drinking.
good thing you have an illusion Shugenja with you.
I am totally talking right now. My face is moving. My eyes are open.
So I can
Eyes are
either
bulging out of the mask sockets.
I can
I
either
totally
make
thought you were
her
in New
look like
Jersey.
someone else, or I can just make her invisible and the person carrying her invisible.
Probably the better one.
Yes. So
Yes, I think I think turning her invisible would be very, very.
So I
honorable
will
thing to
ask
do.
Sayori to come over to me. Sayori, can I
You've
talk to you
suddenly
for a
gone quiet.
moment?
Corey, you've lost a bunch of levels there for me.
I lost a bunch of levels.
Sound levels. I'm
Oh,
not
sound
hearing you
levels.
very well.
I say, Sayori, could you please come over? I need to speak with you for a moment. Crystal?
Oh. Yes.
We need to do
Eden
something.
is o-
She's also soft. Both of you are soft.
Hello. No,
There.
I'm perfectly fine. We're perfectly
There's
fine.
better.
I am whispering. I am doing a whisper voice. It's on
Yes, but
purpose.
normally your whisper voice still comes through clearly and doesn't sound like it's behind a wall.
Como Sayori-san, we need to get Kiriko back home. So, if I could... I don't want to be at all improper, but if you could get her home, I could make it so that no one would be able to see you.
Yes. I do believe that is a good idea.
Excellent. Very well. I would like you to know that if you touch or interact with anything, that people will be able to see you after that. Just for warning. And I will explain how Cloak of Night works to her so she can use it. And I will cast Cloak of Night, and I need 2 opportunity and 2 successes.
And Takeo will hand over Kaedeko to Sayuri.
In her drunken stupor, Kaedeko murmurs something about needing beans to throw.
Yes,
Not
Kaedeko.
enough
All the
beans.
beans.
Perfect. And I won't keep that extra one. I don't need it.
During the transfer from Takeo's back to Sayuri's arms, Matt, you, for some reason, feel a little off balance for a moment, think you hear purring, and then there's like an aftershock in your arms, Sayuri, after Kadeko's put in your arms. Like something else landed there.
Okay. You and her are invisible.
Not a bean.
I successfully cast my spell, and I successfully cast it on a secondary target. So
There he goes.
both of you are invisible and can go home. And by the way, Matt, you're probably gonna lose honor for holding a person while they're drunk and
Parading them around.
maybe. I don't know. It's a party.
I was keeping her safe.
It was a party. It's keeping her safe. She was small enough that it was amusing rather than dishonoring.
Okay.
If it was an adult, then yeah, that would be like, well, okay.
Well, technically, you have to keep in mind. Technically, she is an adult.
No
When
one
you
else.
pass your
No one
Genpuku,
else.
you are an
That's-
adult. Culturally, you are an adult as a Genpuku, as a person who's passed their Genpuku.
So,
But still looking at her, everybody's going, she tiny little thing. It's good that Matsu's taking care of her.
Yeah, baby.
so I gave her
Nobody
to
step on her.
I gave her to Commissary so they can go to the women's rooms or whatever. That can all be taken care of. And they're both lion. They can just go wherever they need to.
Yep, I already put them in where their bedrooms would be in the castle.
And I am awesome Shugenja. Illusion Shugenja are the best Shugenja.
Come on, Kaedeko. Let's get you to bed.
So many Oni need more beans.
Yes, we'll get you beans.
Thank you.
Now, I believe Sayuri, not Sayuri, Keiko was the only one to actually fail the roll on the drinking side. And everybody else
Oh.
passed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
In that case, in the morning, Keiko, give me a fitness check.
Amazing.
You're gonna be hungover, child.
We will serve you
Okay.
natto.
Okay. Let's go for Earth again. Is
To
it
try
a
and
hidden
withstand
tien?
the hangover.
Yeah. Is it a hidden tien?
No, it's a 2.
Okay.
Because you didn't drink that much, but you did black out.
I'm spending a void because I don't want to fail.
Sasha
It showed that you
privately
privately
rolled.
rolled the dice again.
Yeah,
Oh my
privately
God, I don't know
rolled.
why that's
It's
happening.
fine.
I'm sorry. I'll have Tarek help me in a bit. But I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, I think I passed.
You
I
did.
got 2.
Yep.
Barely.
You did get one
Strife.
little bit of strife, so I'm going to say that the little bit of strife is dry cotton mouth.
Alright.
And that's really it. And once you get some good drinking of regular fluids, not spirits, in you, it'll go away.
Yeah.
And you all meet at breakfast.
Hooray!
Go over to where it says right on the right hand side where it says private GM role in the chat box and put public.
Okay, fixed it.
Good morning,
And
everyone.
Rokukin is looking a little hungover himself. And he has a bottle of sake that he won himself last night and is pouring 1 cup with his breakfast.
It's 5 a.m. somewhere or 5 p.m. somewhere.
Hair of the dog. We all get it.
It's the hair of the dog cure for the hangover.
Just get
Yeah.
more drunk.
Yeah, you can't be hungover if you're already drunk.
And if you're only mildly drunk while you're hungover, then you're just mildly drunk, not hungover, and you can eat and drink enough to avoid the hangover at that point.
Sure.
Bodily logic.
So Rokukin doesn't really say anything other than good performance last night. Drink, then starts eating rice.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rokukin.
Was a strong performance. I was surprised that the unicorn didn't make nearly as much of a scuffle as I was expecting.
So the person in charge of the judge of the investigation is the Kitsu Daimyo. He has the final say, right?
Kitsuki.
She, and yes.
The
She.
Kitsuki.
Oh, the
Kitsuki
the
Kage.
Kitsuki.
It's
Kitsuki.
Imperial.
Yayoi.
Kitsuki
No,
Kage.
not
No.
Kitsuki
Not an
Kage.
imperial. No. It is the daimyo of this castle that is the one being the judge.
Kitsuki Kage. That's right.
I thought Kitsuki Kage was the imperial magistrate who was coming to do the inspection. He was the one we needed to convince.
I'm going to write Kitsuki Kage a letter telling her how wonderful it was that she came to our our performance, and I hope she had a good time. And with this letter, I will send her my excellent bottle of sake.
Okay.
Tarek seating
I
the
played a
kitten.
win, baby.
Is this skullduggery because you're trying to bribe her, or is this courtesy because you're just going, you are a lord and I am honored?
I mean, both. I mean, both. But yeah,
You
I'm,
have to
Uno
pick
los
one to
dos.
roll.
okay.
Come on,
Um,
Corey. You were a dungeon master plenty of times before.
I mean, my courtesy is higher. Yeah, I think this is a very courteous thing to do. I am
Okay.
trying to persuade the person
Curry
or
favor.
yeah, see me in a positive light instead of
Not
like
outright bribe for your side.
yeah. So like I may be a scorpion, but I follow proper protocols, and I'd like to give you this.
But my brother is a
So
Seppan.
courtesy,
Trust me.
and of course air for trick, or is it water for charm?
I think water for charm would be better.
Okay.
Also, it's a hidden TN since you will not see the reaction because it is being delivered.
Right. Okay.
So you don't know, no matter how this roll comes out, you're not going to know the result right away.
Right.
Someone witnesses her turn into a little gremlin when she sees the bottle.
So I'll spend
Slinks back into her room.
a void on this since I'm gaining a void on this. Doesn't matter. I still get the net one. I'll still have the net one void in reserve. Oh, almost. I got some strife. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I can only keep 4. Finalize this step. And I'll keep that. 2 opportunities should be fine enough. So I'll finalize this step. I'll apply my strife. And
And what would you like the 2 opportunity to be for?
I would like to I would like to support my brother back. Since he supported me earlier with my amazing roll for hitting the gong, I would like to support him back, so his next action will have support.
Aw.
Okay. So that's what Corey's doing before heading to the meeting. And is anybody else doing prep first?
Yeah, Kenjiro goes through again on a once-over of his document to make sure everything is looking spick and span and finished. Make sure there's no loose ends, or that he's forgetting any of the details, and then he will take that document with him to the meeting.
Okay.
'Cause it should include all of the information that we had gathered, all of the evidence that we had gathered, references.
I assume that also includes the tactics or tactical maps that we went over with Rokukin as well.
It
It's
includes
like-
all the information. That
We've
we
got
gathered.
all of our information gathered up.
Even though it's gonna sound kind of crazy to anyone who doesn't understand that we've teleported back into the past and saw things through the eyes of our ancestors.
And you got
Kenjiro's giving as honest a report as he possibly can.
and you got Rokukin and Kage coming to it as well to speak on your side as well.
Speak on our behalf. Sweet.
Would someone want their fortune told before we go in here?
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
Sure. Sounds like a fun experience. Are you able to do it to multiple people or just one?
If it's a
There's
downtime
really only
action,
time for one.
activity.
yeah.
Okay.
And not me.
So
I'm
it
writing
could
a
be
letter.
You or Sayuri, since Corey and Kenjiro are doing prep things already.
Goseki no Matsu-san. Let her do your fortune. She's already done mine.
Oh. Okay. Seems interesting. So, what do we need to do? Kaito-chan.
I think I flavored it last time as a palm reading, so we're gonna go ahead and do that this time too. And what?
First, you need to pay me 40 koku.
I did not hear Tarek.
He said, first you need to pay me 40 koku.
Wow.
The rice? Are
That's
you
what
kidding me?
That's what he said. Okay. I need to
Zoltar
actually
will
read
tell
this.
you your
So I need to
fortune,
make
but first
a-
put coin in the slot.
Yes. Okay, so first I need to make a TN2 Theology Void check targeting you to see glimpses of your future, and then you can choose one of the following omens that we'll find out if you get to in a second here.
Mm-hmm. Well, you met the TN at least.
Yep. And 2 opportunity. Cool. I think that means you
Sweet.
get to have another one. I think that means you get to have 2 omens.
Hmm.
So I take that strife. Yes. Oh, actually, it's if you fail. Okay, so you can choose Omen of the Azure Dragon, which basically it's a buff to a skill check that you're gonna make in the near future. So you can choose the skill from an artisan skill group, scholar skill group, martial, social, trade. Which one of those would be more beneficial for you?
Hmm.
Probably social for the next
Probably
day.
social is what I figure.
Yeah, I think that would help.
So then you get Omen of the Vermillion Bird, and the next time you perform a check using a skill from the social skill group this game session, you get to add one of the black square dice set to a opportunity with strife result.
We're right at the end of this session, so Matt, make sure you write down you get that on your next social roll.
All right. I will do that.
Remember.
And that leaves just Sayuri on what her prep's going to be, and then we'll wrap up for the night.
I feel like there's not really a lot of prep to do. We already took care of really everything. So, I'm just gonna make sure to fix my hair and make sure there's nothing stuck in my teeth and head on over.
Alrighty. Everyone has done their preps, and next session we will start with the opening of this big debate.
All
With
right.
you guys working for the Scorpion Emissary.
Do we get experience points? I mean, it's the last game. I'm not going to be able to
Yes,
spend mine.
but hey, you can spend these 2 XP before next session.
Maybe. 2?
As well as on the whole, well, honor, glory, things like that. Matt, you did lose 1 for carrying a child around on your back like that who was passed out drunk. Just 1 honor loss because it was a bunch of Vekoma bards around you. They do similar stuff all the time, so it's not as big a deal.
Appreciate it.
Then on glory, everybody except Katako gets 5 for being a part of that performance and everything that happened with it. Katako, you get 8
Makes
for
total
being
sense.
the narrator and out front on it.
That puts me at like 77 glory. Wow.
Nice.
Mamma mia.
I'm at
I think
70,
I
70.
think I finally surpassed Kenjiro, which means among this group, a child is the most famous.
Remember, if you get 80 glory, you might be in the threshold. If you get a high enough glory, you get a special advantage for that glory.
I'm close.
So look that up
I'm
in the
at-
book.
I'm at 70 honor, 70 glory, and 54 status.
That puts me at 90 something glory, so I'm still in it.
Fame
If you-
award.
Yeah, you get a fame award. If you get over 90 glory, you get 2 fame awards. And that's
You
how
know
that
about that thing?
works. Hey, everybody.
Yeah, I'm actually at 90 something glory, so
Well, you should
Yeah,
lose
you
some
got
for
5
coming
from
in here
that.
and declaring it like that.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'm glad
Yeah.
you were here with us
94.
watching this presentation of Cyber Samurai Saturday. If you watch this all the way through, you obviously like to hit the like button. And we will see you next Saturday. Until then, go roll some dice.
go roll them. Bye, everybody.
All right, good night.